ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वाम् अनुसन्दधामि। भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। My namaskars to you all who are attending this class for this YouTube channel. In the last class, what happened is when we had just begun the third verse, so some problem happened this side and that stream got cut off. So we can take this in this class from third verse onward. So what happened in the last class, and this is the fifth chapter, the Sannyas Yoga, and it opens with the verse of Arjuna, and it again cites his confusion, and he says that among these two, I had said in the last class that Krishna is not preaching to. Krishna is preaching only one thing, only one kind of mindset or only one kind of mind frame he is in. So there is no duality in the heart of Krishna, in the mind of Krishna, in the perspective that Krishna beholds. But Arjuna finds it confusing. As if Krishna had said two things, and like Karma Yoga and Karma Sannyasa. So among these two things, he says, tell me one which is great for me, yet Shreya, the better one. Etayoho ekam. Among these two, you tell me one, ekam, yat Shreya, which is better. Shreya among these two, as a comparison, it can be said as better. It also can be said where the meaning Krishna attaches to it as Shreya, Shreyas Karaha, that is Nishreyasa Karaha. Nishreyasa Karaha. In that sense also, that which will lead to the spiritual development of my soul, which will contribute. What is among these two, doing action or giving up action? And you tell me sunishchitam, decisively, so that my confusion may go away. So this is what Arjuna said in the first verse. Now so Krishna takes to answer him, and he says both of these things, if is it seemingly to the two things. But when he has asked, Arjuna has asked, so from that perspective, if you are considering it in the two ways, you are seeing it in two ways, both can lead to spiritual development of the soul. Nishreyasa karau ubhav. But if we are speaking of two, then he says that if we are speaking of two, then indeed Krishna will take the side of karma yoga rather than karma sannyasa. And that's what he said in the second verse, that but among these two, tayoho karma sannyasat, that from karma sannyasa, from giving up of actions, karma yoga, that yoga through karma, yoga through actions, spiritual development through discharging your duties and your responsibilities, that is certainly, it is greater. It is certainly something special, vishishyate, is superior. So this is what Bhagwan said in the second verse. And now because he has brought this subject, because his mind is still in that mood when in the second chapter he had said that it is better to live by alms rather than enjoying riches smeared with the bloods of our near and dears. So that verse was, so Guruna hatvahi mahanubhavan shreyo bhoktum bhaiksham api iha loke. Bhaiksham api iha loke. This is the fifth verse of the second chapter. So he says, by killing the ones who are like gurus, who are like teachers to him, Guruna hatvan, they are like Drona, they are his teacher, Krupa, and Mahanubhavan, Bhishma, etc. So he says, killing such elderly, great souls, teachers, it is better, Shreyoho. He had used this word himself, Shreyoho. Shreyo bhoktum bhaiksham. So what you get through bhiksha, that is bhaiksham. So even api, here the word is used, api. Even by living on alms, by begging alms, it is better. It is Shreya in that sense. Ihaloke. So there is no sin like killing such people, such great souls, Mahanubhavan and Guru. That was his position. And so his mind, as if, that he had developed that absolute vairagya. And he wanted to give up everything and take to such life of a mendicant, probably, to retire to this, the path of the life of this, all this action, all these duties, which this life of a prince, life of a kshatriya has brought unto him. He wants to go away from this. He says, I don't want any kingdom, any riches, any victory in the battle. Rather, he will choose to retire to such a life. So, the second chapter went on, third chapter, and in again fourth chapter, he is again, his mind is, as if, that's why Shankaracharya again and again he used this word, moha. That Arjuna's mind is mohagrasta. This is the case of the mohagrasta mind, infatuated mind. That he has already decided, and then in support of his decision, he is trying to forward the arguments. Whenever this pattern we see many times this pattern with children, women, or whosoever, that they have already decided I want that, and then we try to justify. It is not that the logically this it should go otherwise, and you arrive at a conclusion later. You place the odds and your resources against each other and then work out a solution. No, it does not go that way. When Swamiji, with whom I work, used to say this often in a very most funniest way, that see, this is what we call as first semi-final and then final. Sorry, first final and then semi-final. So there is first final and then semi-final. Means the same, the purport is the same. That you decide first and then you try to justify how this decision is right or why we should go along with it. The case of the infatuated mind, he is not open to deliberation or weighing the pros and cons and then arriving at it is instead of going through the process, his mind is hooked upon the result, the end state. So Arjuna is again taking up that sannyas. So though Krishna's idea is not like that, whenever he has said Sthita Prajna Lakshana, or at the end of 3rd chapter, what the Lakshanas he has said, of the people who attend such Yoga Siddhi, from the verses number 24 to there are the ideas of Yajna until verse 30th. And then there is again the praise of this Jnana. So he has said that Punar Yogam cha Shansasi. So, but Arjuna is somehow, he is not able to understand that these are karma and jnana, as if they are the obverse and reverse of the same coin. That karma is the path and jnana is the siddhi. Karma is the sadhana and jnana is the siddhi. But he is taking it to different way, as if there are two different paths. That karma is leading to such karma yoga can lead to such path where this jnana can become his state of mind also. So that is the confusion of Arjuna. And further, now taking up this idea, when he is talking of the sannyasa, then Krishna thinks it fit to address that. That's why comes the 3rd verse. That what is the crux of sannyasa? You are talking about sannyasa. What is sannyasa means? Leaving the battlefield, going to the cave, doing Ram Nam,